Welcome to the smallest but the most action-packed room of my house, the wet kitchen, or the utility area as I like to call it. I have so many heavy-duty activities happening here, it's not even funny. But this is the room that I'm the most proud of for the sheer amount of utilization of space that happens here, making it fully functional and how. I've made sure to use every inch of this space, and I still think there's more potential. So without further ado, let me get you acquainted with all the details. We bring all our dirty utensils to this area and dump them in the sink. And thank God for house help in India, our maid comes and does her magic every day. This sink and tap are from IKEA. I like this sink for its clean lines and it was the perfect size for this area. The tap is a mixer tap with hot and cold and has great water pressure. Because of the beams and pipes in this room, we couldn't do a drain board beside the sink. So after a lot of research, I found this dish rack. I ordered it to London where my husband was working back in the good old pre-COVID days. It was the perfect fit with its powder-coated black. It holds so many things like plates, cups, utensils, cleaning supplies, knives, cutlery and chopping boards. And for the few other large utensils that we use, we have this rack on the side with a dish mat at the bottom, and it's been 6 months and I think we're going great guns. Under the sink, I've kept it very simple, just 2 step-on dustbins, one for wet waste and one for dry. I didn't use this area for anything else because it receives a lot of traffic and we dispose most of our house's waste in these bins and we wanted the way to be clear. On the platform here, I have my wet grinder, which we as South Indians use at least 3 to 4 times a week for making idli and dosa batters. I've also moved my mixer back here because I wanted my main kitchen, my dry kitchen, to stay a little clutter-free. I have a 2-burner stove, which I think is really beautiful because it's like old school but also revamped with this glass top and black finish. And it's from IKEA and the fire is strong and it has brass burners, which is suitable for Indian cooking, and the pots also sit at a good distance from the fire. This is mainly used by my house help to make their teas, and we use it sometimes just to free up the space in the main kitchen. I've kept all the utensils required for making tea like saucepan, the cups and strainer neatly suspended to this rod. This rod is also from IKEA, which is just a stick-on and there's no need to drill holes. The tea and sugar are kept in simple jars in the shelf, which is again a slide-in, which requires no holes to be drilled. I've added multiple sockets with the help of this adhesive to get more appliances to work here. As you can see, we've used a simple slab of polished black granite on the counter as well as the backsplash, and it is super minimal and clean and easy to maintain. Under this we have the dishwasher, which we use when we have no house help or when we have a lot of guests over and there's a lot of expensive plates to be washed. This is from Bosch and it comes with Indian cookware settings like intensive kadhai mode, and it is a 12 place setting, so there's a lot of place to keep a lot of dishes inside. I love the feeling of taking out really hot and dried vessels out of the dishwasher. It's the best. Besides this, I have a small storage to keep my cylinders. There are 2 of them, one connected to the main hob in the dry kitchen and the other one connected here. The connection is done through the wall inside. They sit on caster wheel trays, which makes it super easy to remove and transport. I can do it with one hand when the cylinder is empty. I have this door hanging metal basket to keep my dishwasher related cleaning supplies at arm's length. In the other cupboard, I keep this wire mesh basket frame with 4 baskets which act like drawers. We keep extra plastic bags, containers, miscellaneous dishes, trays and takeout boxes that we reuse sometimes. The whole unit can be easily removed and the inside can be cleaned. As you can see, the inside of the cabinets is just granite as well. This avoids moisture buildup and keeps it pest-free and easy to maintain. In the overhead cabinet, I have my microwave. We wanted to reduce the use of microwave in general in our lives, so we put it out here so that it's accessible but still a little out of the way. Above that is a small cabinet to keep some extra utensils that we do not use very often. In this cabinet, I keep my mixer jars so that they're at arm's length from the mixer sitting below. Some extra groceries are also kept here as pantry storage. I also hang some bottle cleaning brushes to the door with the help of command hooks. This is a mock cabinet. It just hides a small kitchen geyser I have for hot water while washing utensils if we need. It is ventilated at the bottom, so we really can't store anything here. So I installed this cloth hanger to the door so that we can use this space to hang some washcloths and the extra mop refill while they're covered and not visible to the eye but still get ventilated. Now this is the pretty side of my wet kitchen. I sincerely believe that if you decorate the spaces where mundane activities happen, you take care of them better, and this is one such. I've taken the liberty to add some DIY artwork, a pretty pendant light, some plants, and open shelving system on this side. I have this mysterious sink which many people have asked me what it's all about. While we were getting the house made, we realized that we do not have any outdoor area as such to dump the dirty water after mopping the house. We added all the balconies into the house as it was a ground floor apartment, so we didn't have any outdoor area as such. So we got this low height sink constructed to make it easy to lift the bucket and ditch all the murky water after mopping the house. We certainly didn't want to dump any of that in the commodes in the bathrooms. This is also a good place to keep the mop bucket. We just used the leftover tiles from the bathroom to tile this sink up. Under this is a small metal basket from IKEA which we use to ditch the house cleaning cloths and wash them periodically in the washing machine. Above it is my DIY laundry sign which doubles as a hanger for my oven mitts and other accessories. There is also this chalkboard I made for listing the groceries and hanging bills. Alongside is this metal rack to store my cast iron dosa tawas and belans, and the lamp is from Fab India. My washing machine sits here, a front-loading Bosch machine with a dryer included. It's a wonderful one with many features for various fabrics, and it has 2 modes for drying clothes which we use quite often when it rains or when the building construction work is happening. Above that is the landing space where we just keep some baskets with utensils that we need to send back to my mother's or my in-laws. I have this IKEA open shelving system installed above it. We store the frequently used detergents and extra washcloths in these baskets, and the top, which is the most inaccessible shelf, is for propagating my plants in some old alcohol bottles. As you can see, this place gets great sunlight. In these bins, I keep the regular used items like garbage bags, duster for the chalkboard, chalk, Ziploc bags, etc. I also have this broom holder on this side of the wall, and I've been using this for almost 2.5 years, and it's moved from my old house to this. It's quite effective for keeping my brooms, mops, washcloths, and dustpan. Beside that is a bag dispenser from IKEA. We can just dump the plastic cloth bags in here and pull out whatever you need from the multiple slots below. Easy and accessible. We have this black textured vitrified tile on the floor for grip and easy maintenance. So that was the end of my wet kitchen tour, and I hope you liked it. I did put a lot of thought into getting this room together. I will try my best to link all the products in the description box below, but if I was unable to, then it's probably because I do not have the right information to give you, and it must be something that was gifted or I bought it off like a physical store. So please excuse me. Do like this video and share it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and press the bell icon for notifications whenever I upload a new video. That's all for today, and have a wonderful day.